Last week we pushed on and descended the Foxton Lock flight, but with travelling every day, exhaustion started to set in. Join us to see how we get on with the next leg of our journey. If you're new here, I'm Ben.
I'm Emily, and this is Alan.
For the last 2 years we've been living full-time in our tiny narrowboat home, exploring the UK canals and rivers. We've discovered many beautiful places and hidden gems, so hit subscribe and join us for the journey.
Morning.
Hello. So we're leaving Wigston today. We're going to get some water. We're actually setting off at 6 AM, which we never have done, I don't think, because it's just so hot. It's like 28 degrees by 11 o'clock, which is just not the weather to be doing double locks in. So we're going to try and get a few hours cruising in before that heat happens, and then we can just find some shade and just stay out of the sun, basically.
It is early.
It's cool.
It's lovely.
Such a nice temperature.
Yeah. We're about here, and we're going to just try and get to here today. It's not very far, but there's about 12 locks and the doubles. And then tomorrow we're going to get to about here, and I think there's actually a closure. One of the locks is broken, so hopefully it won't take too long to reopen, because we want to try and get to the boatyard, which is here, next week.
So the water's pretty much full. I think we've got about 12 locks today. They're double locks, so they're a lot bigger.
Well, this is a good start. First lock is full, set in our favour. If they're all set in our favour, that will be miraculous and brilliant. Double locks take a lot more work. It's fine. It's just kind of forgotten that because we've been doing the narrow locks for so long. Yeah, I get a bit of vertigo, so I find it hard to cross over the gate at the bottom end. It's like just really high up, basically. So I have to go the long way around, and it takes even longer, and they're heavier. I'm not really complaining. It's all good. Yeah, that's why we've set off so early, because it's already getting pretty warm. Wow, suddenly you can see through the water. We're going to be joining the River Soar soon, so you can see it's already looking a bit more rivery, clearer water. Hi, yeah, I was just admiring the clear water because it's getting close to the river now, isn't it? I'm on my way. Look at this guy just dangling about. Okay, lock number 2.
Yeah.
Lock number 2 done. Ready to smell flower. He looks happy. You happy?
Yeah.
Wow. So pretty.
Yeah. Can make some champagne now.
It's already getting pretty warm, isn't it?
Yeah.
What is it, like 8?
Yeah, it's starting to warm up quite a lot.
Well, we've done 2 locks, we've got 10 to go. So we've noticed that the engine's sounding a little bit rough again. Don't know if it's the same thing as last time. So last year we had a problem with the drive plate. I can't imagine it's the same thing again. But sometimes when we take the boat out of gear, it stalls, and it's just sounding a bit rough, isn't it? But we're going to a good place. We're going to a good boat yard, and we'll be there in a few days. Let's just hope she holds out till then. I don't know, I don't think it's anything terrible, but you never know. And we're going on a river section, so I'm a little bit nervous. It's really hard to get it on the camera, but there are hundreds and hundreds of fish, and you can see right to the bottom of the canal. There's so many fish. So it's just gone 9 and it's getting really hot now. I think it must be about 23 degrees. So we're gonna just see how we go. We might have to stop if it gets too hot because we just don't want to melt. Yeah, we've done 5 locks. This will be the 6th one. So we're nearly halfway, I guess, in terms of locks. First we need to see if we can get through all this reeds. Just fishing out shoes now. I think he's trying to keep cool. The boat's now stalled in the lock. It's cut out. So weird, what's that about? Oh, it's so smoky. Do you need a lift?
Hey, taxi! We've done 9 locks and it's 11:15.
11:45?
Oh no, 10:15. Pretty good going this, getting up early lark, isn't it? Shame we won't be making a habit of it. I was just had a mind-blowing thought that it's like rush, not too long since now, it's like rush hour, isn't it? Like cars crammed everywhere and this is our rush hour. Feeling pretty grateful about that. Wow, it's really quite beautiful here. These long reeds in the grass, and there's like baby moorhens tucked in there, Swan's Island. It's really beautiful. Wow.
It feels much more
Leicester.
vibrant, doesn't it?
Good work, Leicester. It's lovely.
We're nearly at the next lock. I think this is our last lock for today, and it's 10:30. Wow. I think Benny just had to get a dog out of the canal. I've just come out of the lock and what is he doing? Why is he not shutting the lock? And I could see this splashing happening and Benny leaning over, so I think he's had to just go and save a dog. There was a couple of ladies there walking a load of dogs, so my god, I'm really warm now. Did you just have to go and save a dog?
Yeah, I grabbed him on the collar and pulled him out.
Oh.
And then he shook all over me.
Oh my god.
But yeah, he looked panicked on it.
Oh, was he the big black one?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked a bit flollopy. Poor guy. Okay, this is our spot. Seems pretty nice. It's a very sunny spot, which is great for the solar. But it might get a bit hot again in a bit. Good work, Benny.
Yeah, we're doing well, aren't we?
Yeah. So it's like about 20 to 11 and we've done it. We're here, where we aimed to be. I think using the morning energy was definitely a good idea. I think sometimes we get a little bit grumpy if we're doing it later in the day and it's a bit hot and we're hungry.
Sometimes, yeah, you've only just got started and it's already lunchtime.
Yeah, I think we're only about 3 miles from Leicester city centre now. In theory, tomorrow, if we get up and do the same again, set off by like 6, we'll be able to get through Leicester, out the other side and to the lock that I think has got closure on it at the moment. I think a boat has like rammed it and broken it or something. So who knows how long we're going to have to wait there for. It's a bit annoying really. How is it? Is it a good spot? Making?
Hummus.
For a second breakfast snack.
Yeah, well, I've got some chickpeas left and hummus is great.
And you're hungry.
I'm hungry.
Look at these lovelies. So you're going to make elderflower champagne with that?
Yeah.
So there's been another closure alert pop up on my phone, and as a tree has come down across the canal and it's just past the next lock. So good job we stopped here.
Stopped.
Yeah, found a good spot.
Perfect.
But it's pretty annoying because we wanted to set off really early again tomorrow morning, and I doubt the contractors will be there today to get the tree out of the way, or early tomorrow morning. So that kind of scuppers our plans, doesn't it, to leave tomorrow early. I'm secretly not that upset about it.
I'm not either.
It wasn't too hard getting up at 5:30. Alan was already up. So we'll just have to see how that goes. But we really want to get through Leicester. Or we want to get up to Red Hill Marina so that we can see our friends Adam and Lauren and get in the river. There's some spots on the river there that we can go swimming in.
Hi.
So there's no tree?
We thought there was a tree. It looks like it's been cleared.
One that's fallen over, we mean, by the way.
So I've just cycled ahead and checked it out. So the coast is clear, so we're going to go. It's a beautiful day. It's still a bit cool in the shade.
Hopefully it's not going to get too hot today.
Hopefully we can find a nice shady mooring like this one. Fingers crossed, anyway.
Right, we're off. A bit later than yesterday, it's about 9:30 as opposed to our 5:30 start yesterday. Oh no, it's 6 in the morning. It's because obviously we thought the tree was down across the canal, blocking our path. There's no notification to say it's been cleared, so I'm glad that you went and checked. Look, there's another one. Flowers on my peas. I'm not sure if they're Monge 2 or sugar snap peas, but the plant got massive. about 1 million children just went past us, all watched us do that lock.
Yeah, we're getting a lesson about locks.
Yeah, it's perfect timing for them, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Perfect timing for them.
One of them, a girl could walk past just then and she was like, "Do you have a YouTube?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "What's it called?" Dan and Emily. She's like, "Oh,
Aww.
I'll subscribe."
What, a little girl?
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's very beautiful here. We're sort of coming into Leicester from the south, but it's when you look on the map, it's like a big green patch that the canal follows up through. So it's just really beautiful. I guess it's some like a nature park type thing.
So it's got to be one of the most beautiful strips we've been on, hasn't
It's
it?
very pretty, yeah. It really is. Lots of elderflower too, which is a bonus.
It's a really heavy one, I can't.
Is it a two-man job?
Yeah. Or just maybe a one Benny job. No. I'll film you. Look, is this like a demand? Like,
I know.
It's like, you know, an instruction. What from height?
Or else.
Okay, let's do this. Let me see if you can do it first. I'm glad it wasn't just me. Okay.
That's a bad one, isn't it?
That's a really bad one. Look at that face. Oh.
Totally relaxed. This is nothing.
It's so heavy. Right. I'm not going over that one. I can't go over that one. Boats across the canal now. Whoops.
This is great. They've got this to say what you shouldn't put in the river. It's really, I guess, a lot of common sense stuff. And I'd love to know what the story behind this. No religious statues. Like, what have they found in here? Is that a thing that people chuck them in as like an offering?
I don't know, maybe.
Could be.
If anyone
Let's find
knows,
out.
let us know.
Victim of the night.
That's the fourth one we've seen on this stretch.
Get a sweat on, trek all the way from the supermarket, just push it in the river and then twiddle your thumbs and walk off. You've contributed well to the human race, guys. So dyeing is actually quite a historical industry for Leicester. It goes back to the industrial age and is one of the reasons that they built a canal through this.
Okay, we're in a tree.
I took over because Emily took the corner incredibly wide.
What you're saying?
So as I was saying, so yeah, they used to have, it was a lot of a dyeing industry here, so much so that the water turned black, and Leicester got a reputation for having like a black river or something.
Because they used to just put the waste dye into the water, I guess. It smells a bit weird here, doesn't it? I guess it must be the noise and stuff.
Could be Alan.
Now it's starting to feel a bit more industrial, so I think the next lock we actually join the saw.
So we just went past like a volunteer boat with a load of volunteers in it, all with like litter pickers and stuff. Well, it was called like the green boat, and it's to do with keeping the canals clean, so they were going along with the big stick litter pickers, like pulling bottles out of the canal, which is such a nice thing to see, isn't it? Like, I've never seen that before, but it's like an open-sided boat and there's about 7 of them and they're like grabbing stuff out of the canal, and it's so lovely to see that.
There's a big weir coming up that's apparently that's unprotected, and you could just go straight off it, so we should probably be careful of that, Benny. definitely don't want to go off the edge of that. It's quite a dip. Yeah, there's a nice big boat-sized gap here. So when you're coming off the lock landing, me being me worrying, I just thought I'd go straight off there. Okay, down we go. It's a combination of exciting and slightly terrifying being on a river. I know it's not flowy or tidal, but it's still quite nerve-wracking because we haven't done it for a long time, and this is a new stretch for us, so. But it's exciting as well, and we've never been through a city before. We were going to go through Manchester when we sort of near to when we first got the boat, but we never did it. So yeah, Leicester's our first city that we're going through. Yeah, this makes me pretty nervous, to be honest. It's not even a flowing river. I know people are on rivers all the time, but I think once I get used to it, it'll be alright. I'm also quite worried about where we're going to end up having to stop because of this lock that's closed. Someone just told us it's like vandals that like broke it. So I'm worried that we're going to be mooring in a pretty horrible place and we're not going to be able to go any further. He is in battle mode, that one, isn't he?
Yeah.
Big time battle mode.
He's made himself massive.
Wow, this is so different.
Pretty cool.
I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this. So we're just about here. We're just sort of coming through the centre, like the main bit, I guess.
All through the city streets, and you be calls from deep. The iron and quartz repeat vibrations from so far.
I think these guys are magnet fishing.
High speed shore, though dark winds sway the branch. That strength carries far, its bleeding ripples out.
Okay, so we're actually going to stop here because we're not sure what moorings are going to be available near this lock that's closed. We're going to give this a go. There's a nice space for us. Yay! I'm so happy.
This is cool.
This is good. What an unexpected bonus.
Yeah.
So,
Really cool.
what a great spot. We've never done this before.
There is a broken lock further ahead, so we weren't sure where we could moor. We've never been here before. A couple of people just recommended
They literally shouted out their boats,
Yeah.
didn't they? Really nicely.
to get on one of these pontoons, which we've never done before, and it's on the other side to like the pavement, so it's way more secure. Looks like there's water and electricity.
I think you've probably got to have a card to get the electricity, but we've got water.
So yeah, so this is probably a good place for us to stay until we've learnt more about what's ahead. Because we're still in a city, we don't want to pass a secure mooring and then find that there's only dodgy moorings further up. So for
And-
now, this is a good place to be. And even though this is a 2-day visitor mooring, because we can't go anywhere, we could stay here for as long as we want until the lock's fixed again.
So should we go explore Leicester then?
We could do an
We weren't
improv
going to do
adventure
that.
of
We weren't
Leicester.
going to do that, were we? We
Ah.
weren't really going to go, but we're here.
Yeah, yeah. Should we go get some Mexican food?
Can do.
Let's go! Join us next week as we explore the city of Leicester. We sample some lovely food and get used to mooring in a city centre. Thanks so much for watching. We really hope you've enjoyed this week's video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps us out and it's free. See you next week. Bye!
Is extinguished. I meet just what I need. I grow within these destiny is here. I feel its apparition guides me past my